Namaste and Hare Krishna, everybody. So I'm going to do a video on today what I get asked a lot on my Instagram messages. So that is why did I become a vegetarian slash vegan. But I want to I want to do a PSA before this. So I've noticed that in some of my videos and some of my Instagram pictures, actually I should say messages, like I get on like my Instagram, like like the Snapchat type feature on the Instagram. Anyway, if you come across somebody who's like, convert to my religion or blah 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 will happen to you or something like that along those lines, if you I try to educate those people, but the minute that they start getting extremely defensive, just ignore them. People who believe that their religion or their set of beliefs is the only way to God, I think if you look through my videos, you'll find the examples. I had to sadly block one of these people because they were harassing me on other social medias, and that's just how it goes. Don't listen to them, just ignore them. They're at a lower level of consciousness. People who are at a higher state of consciousness realize that there's such a variety of religions out there, and there are multiple ways that you can connect to God, Krishna, Shiva, the whole like works. So anyway, I am done with that little rant. I just thought I'd let you know because I really don't like seeing that because it goes against what I believe. I know that people are just trying to defend themselves, but keep it at a minimum here. We don't want that type of stuff on this channel. This channel's for peace, etc. Good? We good. Okay, so what I want to talk about is why did I become vegetarian slash vegan, and I'm going to go with the number one thing that kind of goes against what I'm feeling right now, and that is vegetarian and vegan diets are known to reduce illnesses. I just got sick with the influenza because I came back home and everybody's been sick with it, and guess who got it? Me. Okay, like I have talked to so many people that have had the influenza, I've been in contact with so many people that had it, and it was just my time to get it. I've been sick. I haven't moved off the couch since Monday. Today's the first freaking day that I have moved off the couch. Okay? Like, I have just been sitting there watching TV, drugged up with different nasal decongestants and different, like, throat medicines. Like, I have just been sleeping, okay? So that was off chance. I haven't, like, this is the first time I've gotten the influenza within the last 2, 3, 4 years. I don't remember the last time I got it, but I remember that I was still, like, I was probably still in middle school because I think it was 8th grade. But anyway, that sucked. But anyway, vegetarian and vegan diets have known to reduce the illness rate. I'm not saying that if you're a vegan or a vegetarian, you can just sit and drink pop and eat potato chips all day. I'm talking about a good, balanced vegan and vegetarian diet, not just eating potato chips and pop. I'll make that clear, because I have done that before, okay? And I was not feeling good. So we're just gonna skip that. Another reason why I became a vegan slash vegetarian is because we're known to have lower weight. And people are like, well, vegetarians and vegans eat a lot of carbs, so how is that possible? Well, carbs are not necessarily the reason why people gain weight. I'm gonna say people gain weight when they eat an unhealthy diet, and diets that are high in, like, meat and saturated fats and stuff like that, trans fats, they're generally a lot bigger. I can say when I was not a vegetarian slash vegan, even if I was eating, like, the very minimum amount, as a meat eater, I had a heavier BMI than I do now. I'm 125 pounds. When I was a meat eater back in middle school, early elementary school, I was a lot heavier, and it wasn't just like baby weight because I was already going through puberty, and I was just gaining a bunch of weight because us girls, we gain a bunch of weight during puberty. It was just not fun. I tried everything to, like, get rid of it because I had, like, a belly, and I was so insecure about it. It was to the point where I kind of developed a mild eating disorder, I like to call it. I would barely eat anything, and then with my friends I'd eat all I want because I want to be like them. I want to be like the skinny people. My friends who all had faster metabolisms than me. don't do it. When I became vegetarian, um, I instantly lost a bunch of weight because I was being more mindful of what I was eating, and I was eating more fruits, I was eating more veggies. I think I went from like 100, I was 140 something when I was like in there, and then I became like 120 something, and I became a vegetarian, kind of like I am now. And then I went vegan, and I lost a bunch of weight, and then I thought it'd be really interesting to try going like semi-raw vegan, and I lost even more weight, but then I didn't feel good, so then I went back to just being a vegan. A vegan is somebody who doesn't eat eggs or milk, as well as not eating any type of meat or fish. And yes, fish is an animal. It's not a fruit or a vegetable. I've had that discussion many times, and I never want to have that discussion again. This is where the case just gets closed. So then I noticed I lost a lot of weight, but I was like, when I was a vegan, as I am now, I actually now have like a really thin waist, and I have the, the kind of curvy body shape, the way that females are supposed to have it. And now I feel like so much better. I can run. I can't run now because I'm sick, but if I'm healthy, if I'm not having one of these weird weeks, I can run, I can do yoga, I can do everything. And I feel so good about myself. Like, I feel amazing. So yeah, that's being vegan and vegetarian is known to be healthier. It reduces, in my family, we have a huge history of heart disease and cancer, and that was one of the reasons why I really went over here to vegetarianism and veganism, because vegans and vegetarians have a lower rate of heart disease. Heart disease is caused by cholesterol, which is in animal products, such as meat, eggs. Milk has some, but not as much, so that's why vegetarians still have a lower risk of it. So, and cancer is known to be very, very prominent in those that eat meat, because you're eating another animal's cells. Like, those cells are very similar to yours. I'm just basing it off this. I'll link some of the research in the bottom here so you can look at it. Don't worry, I got your backs. And then, vegetarians and veganism have a lower rate of cancer because of the fact that we only eat, like, plant cells. They're not even closely related to us. There we go. There's the health. And here's what I'm going to go into now is the ethical and religious reasons why not to eat meat. You knew I was going to get to this. You see my Facebook, you've seen my Instagram. I'm very, very against eating meat. For my parents, I let it slide a bit because I know my parents, they still cannot comprehend the vegetarianism and vegan thing. They can't comprehend why someone would want to do it. They don't understand how I'm surviving. They really don't understand how I'm surviving or how my sisters are surviving. However, my sisters still eat eggs. They're not fully vegetarian, but they still eat eggs. That's all they eat. That's considered non-veg in like the Hindu sense. But anyway, gotta catch my breath a bit. I am sick still. Just give me that. Okay, so the ethical part. Oh god, we've all seen those videos of animals at slaughterhouses, animals living in awful conditions here in America, and they're just being killed for no reason. Half the time, their meat's not even being eaten. I've seen grocery stores just throw it out, and the price is so high for some of these like meat products, and people are like, oh, but being a vegetarian is so expensive. Being a vegetarian is only expensive when you're buying like the fake meats and the fake cheeses and the fake this. If you're just not buying the meat and you're putting like beans in your diet and you're putting, lentils in your diet, bro, you're gonna be the healthiest person out there. However, back to the ethical stance and not the money stance, it's just wrong. You see those animals crying, you see those animals in pain, you see those animals just, they want to feel loved. You see those cows, their babies being taken away from them to make veal, those babies being taken away from their mothers so we can have their extra milk here in America. You see that. In India, by the way, if you live in India, that cow thing does not apply to you, I don't think. I know my boyfriend lives in an area where that's illegal. You can't kill cows, but we're just gonna keep on rolling here. So basically, yeah, there's that ethical reason. There's also the thing where, oh, but chickens aren't smart enough or pigs aren't smart enough to realize it. But if you looked at the studies, pigs are very smart. They're smarter than dogs in most stances. They know exactly what's going on. There's also been a study where pigs realize that they are looking in a mirror, where like most other animals, like dogs, don't understand that they're looking in a mirror. Pigs can understand what's in a mirror and how a mirror works, and they can go around it. They'll know that that's just their reflection, and they'll go around it and get the treat on the other side of the mirror that they're seeing. They understand that type of things. Chickens also, they understand those types of things. And it's just awful. I'm so passionate about this because I just love animals. Like, I don't ever want to go to a slaughterhouse. Like, I just don't want to go there. I don't want to see this. And when I ate meat, I was still the same way. Like, I don't want to see them being killed. It's fine. But now that I realize that I can survive without them being killed, I want everybody to, to understand that you don't have to do this and that it's wrong in my eyes. Maybe that's just totally, like, both people's minds, but I'm just gonna keep going on with my rant. And for the religious part of it, Buddhism and Hinduism, we strongly believe in no violence. And to kill an animal, you are creating violence. And that is against the religious beliefs of Hinduism and Buddhism. You're killing something, therefore you're getting bad karma. And there's a lot of people who will argue with me saying, oh, but this text says religious animal sacrifice is okay, which really, it's not. It was just made so people who want to eat meat can still eat it without feeling as bad, but it still has that negative karma coming towards you. Anyway, that was my big PSA. People wanted to know, so I just gave it to them. And no, I'm not going to go out and spread hate to people who eat meat. I'm not going to go on people's videos like, how dare you, blah, 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 do this, blah, 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 do that. I'm not going to spread hate. I will educate people, but I'm not going to spread hate. Honestly, as me, I'm going into the teaching field. I want to educate people. I don't want to put people down. And that's how I hope all you feel, and I hope people feel that way after they saw the beginning of this video. Don't put people down. Educate them. Namaste. Hare Krishna. Everybody have a nice day. And I will see you in the next video. Hopefully I will be feeling better. Bye-bye.